The Kenya Bankers Association, through its chair Joshua Oigara, says the Kenyan lenders have learned their lesson and that the days of high interest rates are long gone. Barely 24 hours after Parliament failed to get the required number of 233 members to vote on the President's recommendation of repealing the cap, which meant his recommendation sailed through. According to the banks, over the last 3 years, banks have lost over 1 million customers to mobile lending application, hoping to their less strenuous ways of issuing credit, a trend that the lenders are now hoping to reverse.
The measure we should look at is whether the customers that we started with, 4 million, that went down to about 3 million, are they coming back towards the 4 million, as opposed to focusing on, is it 22%, 23%? The measure of success of the removal of the rate cap cannot be that the rates go up.
However, most Kenyans are concerned on when the banks will start to price their loans based on risk and what will happen to the already existing loans, an issue that the lenders maintain will not change.
They fear that banks will become unreasonable. They don't have that chance because pricing for banks is not something you wake up and just decide, throw a dice and decide. No, that's actually not true. There's a cost of funds element. There is a risk that is put in, and this is what the banks are managed.
Within the next 7 days, the President is expected to receive the amended finance bill, which includes the clause that repeals the interest rate capping law for signing, which, should he sign or not, within 14 days automatically becomes law. Having strongly advocated for the repeal of the caps, the President has called on banks to ensure that small and medium enterprises continue to access credit, further discouraging banks from sitting and waiting to invest in government bonds.
Let us become realistic in how we do our things. When you say high risk, what is high risk? It is easier, it is better for you to find mechanisms and ways to lend to those young men and women who are interested in making something positive of their lives, who are interested in employing their fellow young men and women. Because if they are positively engaged, if they become part of our economic prosperity, even your business is secure.
For the time being, it may appear that banks are willing to toe the line, but the question is, will they be able to maintain their grid over time? Jimmy Mbogoh, K24, Nairobi.